The game starts with a ninja samurai in a maximum security prison. A psychopath with three faces tortures him regularly. A mysterious man with a bunny for a head frees Ninja Samurai and gives him a sword. Three-faced psychopath was not informed of the early parole and decides a boss battle is the most mature and conducive way to resolve the issue. A brief induction to all of the levels on the game is also kindly given. Ninja Samurai easily counters his attacks and reminds him that he is merely the first boss. He resorts to headbutting, throwing his twirling staff thingy, mixing in some large area attacks, and then once those fail, he simply decides to throw out everything at once. Ninja Samurai defeats and murders him in cold blood. Mysterious Bunny Head Man explains that they are now a team, and that this is a prison breakout. He will provide vague exposition and observations, whereas Ninja Samurai will kill everyone and everything in their path. As promised, Mysterious Bunny Head Man gives vague exposition on the way to the next fight. He's also needlessly floating to underline just how mysterious he is. The destination is another prison within this prison, which makes little to no sense, but then again Ninja Samurai is taking directions from a floating furry, so who are we to judge? The next boss seems to like cosplaying as that lamp from those Pixar movies, except she also has a high-powered laser cannon for a head. Her laser is easy enough for our hero to dodge and get up close to attack. She eventually decides to drop her handicap and come at Ninja Samurai with a massive sigh. This is also easy to dodge. She then finally decides that the whole unicycle gimmick, while good on paper, is actually a bit shit in real life and decides to take everything seriously for once. Things start to get more difficult, culminating in her going full Scott Summers. Things come to a head when she gets thrown into a small hole where she is killed by a mere 10-foot drop. The next area is equal parts Japanese rock garden and abstract gravity. The next boss seems to be simple enough, that is until he pulls this shit, followed by this shit, and finally this shit. Eventually our stab-happy protagonist grows weary of his shit and stabs him in the back. The next boss lives in a sewer, employs a neon green water theme and is really into the industrial scene. He also seems to really hate Ninja Samurai, but our main character has convenient plot amnesia and could not care less. Sewer boss wastes no time firing all of the lasers, which are easy to dodge. He then tries all of the lasers again, this time using a spirograph. He stabs our hero a bit, tries to drown him, throws some illusions just to mix things up until he eventually gets desperate and just throws as much bullshit as physically possible. Which is actually impressive until my character remembers he is a Ninja Samurai and does that cool anime move where you cut the guy clean in half but also don't look at him at the same time. Bunny-head guy tries to act casual, throwing in some philosophical pepper on the post-fight, but we all know he's secretly impressed. Next up is the desert level, where subwoofers are a naturally occurring rock feature. Our opponent is an 8-year-old boy. No, wait, it is not, it is his dad. His dad seems to be having a moment with his son. This is awkward because that kid is about 5 minutes away from becoming an orphan. It turns out that Dad is a swordsman, which is neat. Those are always the coolest fights. Ninja Samurai tries shooting him, which he immediately regrets. They have a really cool sword fight, lots of back and forth. Some area attacks get mixed into the action. Eventually, Sword Dad decides to ditch the shield and go full offensive, which seems to work for a while, but then Ninja Samurai gets his shit together and ends the fight. All in all, this was a satisfying duel. 9 out of 10. Would definitely duel again. We should probably also kill the kid, or else he might grow into a Batman problem down the line. The next boss uses a highly unorthodox strategy. Instead of fighting, she decides to talk. This confuses Ninja Samurai, who is only used to fighting and killing. It turns out that if we wait for 5 minutes, Ninja Samurai will decide to listen to her, accept the peaceful resolution, and the game just ends. Which is cool, I guess. But then I remember I also paid money for this game and have an insatiable need to kill everything. So nice try, but no dice. My character doesn't kill her, but I'm starting to suspect that he might not exactly be the good guy here. After we get psyched up to fight the next boss, we find that Bunny-head Man has already killed them. I'm starting to think that Bunny-head Man is full of shit, and that he was actually supposed to be the boss here, but he decided he didn't want to fight something that would obviously kill him. Ninja Samurai respects his decision not to die. The next boss is a sniper lady, who uses drones, and now we are regretting not taking up Angel Lady on her offer. This fight is frustrating. Ninja Samurai falls down holes and gets one-shotted a lot. It also doesn't help that she is invisible most of the time and runs away every chance she gets. It also doesn't help that her later attacks are just sheer bullet hell bullshit. She is the worst. Simply the worst. And I am so glad when Ninja Samurai finally kills her. I hope that there is a hell and that she now goes to live there forever. Our intrepid duo proceed to the next area to find that the next opponent is a samurai ninja, which is very similar to a ninja samurai. This gives me a slight anime boner because everyone knows that when a ninja samurai fights a samurai ninja, it tends to be something special. And oh god, it is. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. They do that thing where you lock blades and stuff, exchange philosophical pointers between rounds. Samurai Ninja occasionally gives compliments when Ninja Samurai floors him. The fight then moves to a pier just to make it that little bit more awesome. Samurai Ninja decides to switch from his sword to his ultimate weapon, which is an oar, a normal wooden oar. I am about to question his secret oar-style no jutsu, but then he really starts to beat the living shit out of our protagonist. I mean, really beat it right out of him. I may need to buy a boat after this. The guy is onto something. The fight just gets much cooler from here on out. Samurai Ninja continues to give compliments, which is nice. I love that shit. And then he goes final form and really fucking brings the hurt, which is not so nice. Things eventually come to a head in a good old-fashioned samurai air clash, which is traditional if you are a ninja samurai fighting a samurai ninja. Both land. He dies. Our protagonist gets to do that thing where he slowly slides his sword into his scabbard. Perfect. Just perfect. Top fight. 10 out of 10. What a nice guy. Even Bunnyhead Man loses his shit at how awesome that was. I'll probably search him out on Facebook later. Swap anime recommendations with him. I wonder if he has seen Samurai Champloo. He probably has. We did just have our final battle on a pier. I kind of feel sorry for the last person Ninja Samurai has to fight. She tries her best. She has some kind of snow jet girl theme going on. Seems quite plucky, but I'm still thinking about that boss with Samurai Ninja, and it doesn't help her case that she's also piss easy. On a side note, I also have this niggling feeling that we might actually be the bad guy here. I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up here. Maybe it's because everything Ninja Samurai touches just seems to decay and fall apart once he is free. Bunnyhead Man breaks it to our hero that he is not actually the hero and is actually an evil soldier that he couldn't kill, so he trapped him in an overly elaborate prison so that he would never return to his boss, who lives in a space station in orbit waiting for him to return so that he can finally start the planetary invasion of this whole world. Ninja Samurai takes this in his stride. He also explains that him helping his escape from super prison probably means he doomed the world. But hey, at least he gets to hang out with his daughter, which gets dad points, I suppose. Ninja Samurai decides to get himself some rocket boots and take it up of HR. By the way, HR is a giant floating spacehead in the space station that is orbiting the planet. HR is like, hey man, don't worry about all that killing and stuff. Just press yes and finish the mission. Ninja Samurai finishes the mission, which kind of kickstarts the apocalypse, wherein 1,000 more Ninja Samurais, just like our protagonist, get unleashed upon the planet and kill everything. Yeah. Yeah. Probably the bad guy here. Yeah. I decide to reload and let Ninja Samurai take it up with HR again. Ninja Samurai cancels the apocalypse, which triggers some pretty serious disciplinary action. HR decides to forego a written warning and instead go straight to termination of contract. Things start to get ugly. Then things start to get really ugly. And then things start to get so ugly that Ninja Samurai starts to wish he joined a union. Eventually, HR runs out of bullets to kill us with, and Ninja Samurai Control-Alt-deletes the whole space station, flies away to safety, and starts to work on his CV for a new job. I'm not quite sure what kind of job he can expect to get now that he is basically a walking environmental hazard. But I'm sure he will find something eventually. Maybe weed control, or forest management, or something else where just standing there kills everything.